channel. I am so excited that you guys are joining me today on my rolling 72 fast. And so I know that my lighting is looking a little different today. You know, I had a long day today, so I missed the sunlight. And so I'm just doing it from within my home. But I have my red light on. So this red represents, even also too with my thumbnails, I tried to do it red. I guess you could say it looked a little bit orange because of the fire, but to me it was supposed to symbolize red. And this next week that I am entering in right now, is supposed to represent orange. And so I'm going to continue from week to week to week, giving each week a different color. And by the end of all of these weeks, it's supposed to be, you know, like the colors of the rainbow. And so with the last ending color is supposed to be purple. And that represents the promise. I love the rainbow. You know, biblically, it represents God's promise to me or promise to you or all of us, right? And so each week I'm going to have a different color. And the thought process of this is like, you know, every week a color changes. It's a new week. It's a new time, you know. And so you're just like, okay, I'm trying to get to that purple week, which that represents, you know, I know it's not like the whole Lucky Charms thing, but the goals at the end of the rainbow. So the goal, you know, instead of the GOLD, you know, it's GOAL. The goal at the end of the rainbow is my weight. You know, I'm there or somewhere in that vicinity of where I'm supposed to be, right? I'm so excited about that. And so that's the meaning for my last read today. So I just came off of my dry fast, and it was a 3-day, and I made it a spiritual dry fast. And weight-wise, I'm still a little puzzled by it because I thought I was going to catapult, you know, through it. But I ain't gonna, I was putt through it. I was putt-putting. It seems like my body was putt-putting through this dry fast. This dry fast was deep on so many levels. You think like no water, no food is some next level stuff. And it's funny because when you are on just a water fast, you think about food. When you're on a dry fast, you think about water. And so my mind, I was trying to be prayerful and focused, but I kept thinking about water. Water. I want some water. My mouth is dry. I just want something to touch my lips, right? So it was a beast, but I completed it. But the blessings were already coming during the fast, right? So the things I was asking God and the things, you know, I was asking for, he was providing for me. And so I got a lot of clarity, a lot of answers. I'm definitely on chill because I'm just like, ooh, God just came with a quickness with, you know, the things I was asking him, you know, about. And he's so good and he's so wonderful. And so all glory be to him. So the fast for me was successful. The spiritual fast was successful. Now, the dry fast, it's so much stuff that was going on. Because remember, on my feed day, I measured, I weighed myself beforehand, and it was like 244. But after my feed, I gained like 2 more pounds. So I was back. I went back like a deficit. I went back. So, the next day I had to move forward. So right here, I'm posting my 3 days weight. And there you go. I posted, that. I was hoping to meet a couple of things, but that did not happen. It's not bad. Actually, I kind of felt like I kind of plateaued anyway. And I believe it's a couple of different factors. One, I started my ladies, and I usually retain a lot of water when that comes around. So, the bloating started and everything. So that, and then the amount of water that I took in on my refeed, I believe now it was not enough to carry me through this dry fast. I mean, I was putting to it, and I felt on empty. And so the weight loss, I'm trying to get out of that word, the weight loss. My weight release. Cause as I was on my fast, I was also, trying to get my head knowledge, my head game for fasting, to become better at it, So I was trying to get my head in the game and learn new things just to, up my game. So I always want to get better at it. If this is going to be part of my lifestyle, then I want to have more knowledge about it. And one thing that I had found out through watching the video, instead of calling it weight loss, and because we're not really trying to, lose the thing, because the opposite of a loss is to be found. And so when it comes to the laws of polarity, if you ever know, any of you out there know what that means, you are to get the opposite result. You have to say, understand the opposite of that. So I'm not looking forward to finding a weight, so I'm not trying to lose it. The best word for it is to release it. Okay, my bad. I had an incoming call. So, talking about release. Yes, I want to release the weight from me and let it just go, because everything is energy. I'm not going to get into that right now, but everything is energy. Everything that we're doing here is about, our energy. And so the right words do help or play a part in many things. So I'm speaking life over my weight release, and so far I'm doing real good. Like, I wanted to hit 30 this week, but I did hit 28. So I did hit 28. Yes. And that is good. I put it to 28, but I did it. And so to God be all the glory. So I'm done with dry fasting for right now. I believe I will revisit dry fasting probably about 2 weeks from now, because during watching some of those videos, I picked up a thing or two, and what I picked up was that you shouldn't, for amount of time, that you shouldn't do dry fasting and things like that or whatever, as far as talking about stress on the body and stuff. And I understand that. So I'm going to give it a rest. I'm going to give my body a chance to get the water, and to be nourished by the water and my other supplements that I will be taking. So today is a feed day, but I'm not going to talk about feed day today because I'm going to make that a separate, its own video so I can keep the pattern of my videos. So I ended the 7 day with a 3-day dry fast. In total, I'm 28 pounds down. I told y'all last time I was going to post some pictures. And so at the end of this, I'm going to post some pictures of how things are going. And so I'm very, very pleased. I look at myself and I'm just like, okay, this is really, working out great. My mom now watches my videos and she started fasting and her weight was in the 250s. So she was smaller than me, her start out weight. And so now by doing her fasting, she's already 234 pounds. So I'm like, wow, you blew past me. Like, she was like, yeah, this water weight's coming off. And she's like, I'm sleeping real good. So I'm real proud of her. My mom is doing good. And I'm like, we all should want to get healthy so that we can possibly, if it be God's will, stick around a little bit longer. So I'm very proud of my mom and what she's doing. And for anybody that's out there that's joining me on this fast, to God be the glory. I hope you're doing well with your weight loss too. And God bless you. Oh, I said it again. Your weight release. Hope you're doing good with your weight release as well. So, I am going to be cutting down on my videos instead of doing it for a whole, like every day. I'm going to start doing them 3 times out of the week, and I'll continue to show my progression. The reason why is because I just want to do other projects, and I just want to have time so I can do each one of my projects thoroughly instead of trying to hurry up and do one and do the other. So I am cutting down on my videos, but I have some fun things also coming up a lot of ideas that I got during my spiritual fast. So I got some ideas for, my weight loss and things I want to try while I'm big. Because sometimes you see stuff out there and you want to know, does that really work? Does this really work? And I would never know that. I just hate, I'm going to say I'm not going to hate. I just don't like it when, skinny people, they do all this weight loss stuff. And it's like, let me show you how it's done. And look at me. I did, you really can't really tell anything because they're already skinny. I always go pick out the videos with people that are my size or, a little bit bigger. And then I listen to them, what worked out for them. So that's what I go to. And yes, I also listen to the people who came from a certain weight, to the weight that they are. And then they talk about what things help them in their transition. That's what I like. I don't mind being the one to try new things. And, I'm a very curious person. So I be wondering stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, let me try this and see about that. But for my fasting, is the 72 hour. So I'm always going to stick with that. So I am going to start because I feel so good now that I have water in me. When I was drying out, oh my gosh, that I felt like it wasn't much that I can do. But now that I'm filled up with some water, I'm like, okay, maybe I can have the ability to throw exercise or something in there. So we'll see. We'll see what will be happening. But that's it for today. I did promise some pictures, some before pictures, and yeah, and that's it. I'm gonna post that, and you guys like, subscribe, and y'all have a blessed day.
Kick.
Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby. Baby.